At 89 years old, Robert Redford has finally broken his silence to speak about his lifelong friend and colleague, Paul Newman. Born Charles Robert Redford Jr. on August 18, 1936, in Santa Monica, California, he grew up in a modest home that shaped the man he would become. His mother, Martha Hart, a freelance illustrator, nurtured his eye for creativity and beauty. His father, Charles Robert Redford Sr., a chemist and lab technician, provided the stability that grounded his imagination. Growing up in Southern California, Redford lived between vibrant culture and the allure of Hollywood, an environment that quietly set the stage for his future in film. At Van Nuys High School, he discovered a passion for drama, performing in school plays and developing the creative spark that would define his life. Later, at the University of Colorado, he began studying architecture. But the call of the arts proved stronger. Redford left architecture behind to pursue acting, refining his craft at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York City, where demanding teachers and inspiring mentors pushed him toward greatness. His career began humbly in the late 1950s with television and small film roles, but in 1969, everything changed. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid paired him with Paul Newman, and together they created one of the most iconic duos in cinematic history. Redford's portrayal of the Sundance Kid wasn't just celebrated, it became cultural. He embodied a new kind of American hero, rebellious, magnetic, and deeply human. From The Sting and All the President's Men to Out of Africa, Redford proved himself one of Hollywood's most versatile actors, but he wasn't content to stop there. In 1980, he founded the Sundance Institute, a home for independent filmmakers. What began as a dream soon became the Sundance Film Festival, the world's leading stage for fresh voices and groundbreaking stories. That same year, he stepped behind the camera for Ordinary People, his directorial debut. The film went on to win the Academy Award for Best Picture, and Redford himself was nominated for Best Director. By the mid-1980s, Robert Redford wasn't just a star. He was a filmmaker, a mentor, and a guardian of cinema itself, leaving an indelible mark on Hollywood and on generations of artists who followed. In 1998, he both starred in and directed The Horse Whisperer, blending breathtaking cinematography with emotional storytelling. Later works like Lions for Lambs, 2007, The Conspirator, 2011, and The Company You Keep, 2012, proved that even after decades, Redford remained a vital force in Hollywood. His personal life was equally eventful. He married Lola Van Wagenen in 1958, and together they had 4 children. Tragedy struck when their firstborn, Scott, died as an infant. Their daughter Shauna became a painter, while their son James pursued filmmaking, leaving behind a creative legacy before his passing in 2020. Their youngest, Amy, followed her father into acting and directing. Redford's family life was a mix of joy, heartbreak, and artistic continuity. Although his marriage to Lola eventually ended, Redford found love again. In 2009, he married artist Sybil Zaggers in Germany, beginning a new chapter filled with companionship, art, and shared vision. And then, after decades of silence, Redford finally opened up about Paul Newman, the man who had been his co-star, his collaborator, and in many ways, his brother. Paul was the kind of person who made everyone around him better, Redford recalled. Even at the height of fame, Newman never lost his humility or humanity. Their bond went far beyond film. On set, they shared an unspoken understanding, pushing each other creatively, improvising together, and laughing through long days of shooting. Redford remembered how Newman's generosity of spirit shaped not only their collaborations, but his own outlook on life. He was more than a friend, Redford said. He was like a brother. Their friendship was one of mentorship, trust, and deep respect, a connection that transcended Hollywood. Newman taught Redford that true success wasn't measured in fame or awards, but in kindness, integrity, and the impact one leaves on others. Now, at 89, Robert Redford's reflections on Paul Newman are not just memories of a partnership, but a timeless testimony. A testimony to friendship, artistry, and the enduring respect between two of Hollywood's greatest icons. Their story continues to inspire, a legacy not just of film, but of humanity itself.